You know what? I want you to have it. Listen, I don't want a divorce. I'll just do what I want to do. I am married in Nigeria, and it ain't legit here. You have a good life. You got to hell, you son of a bitch.
Right.
All right, we're done.
For what?
So dudes, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Today we're talking about Michael and Angela on the 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Tell-All Part 2 because things are really stirring up. Angela is as toxic as ever.
Putting your nose in my...
Come on.
Shut your mouth.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'll be honest, I thought Part 1 of the Tell-All was the last time we would see this toxic woman Angela that treats her husband Michael like a slave, but that was not the case. In my last video, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch after this video because it slaps. Part 1 of the Tell-All, Angela Dean was caught cheating on her husband Michael with her doctor. From Part 1 of the Tell-All, we saw that Angela is a hypocrite. She doesn't like to be asked questions about her flirting with other men, yet she's controlling of Michael and he doesn't flirt with other girls. And forget flirting with other girls, Michael isn't even allowed to look at other girls, and we can see that by how they went to a strip club together and he looked at a stripper twerking on stage and Angela threw a huge fit and made him leave the club and ruined his night and proceeded to cuss at him and call him a lot of names. So you went to a strip club with your mans, but you don't want your mans to be looking at strippers. Make it make sense.
And there's also no consistency.
As Angela exits the building, she says, "You ain't never gonna see these again, Michael." I'm actually glad she said that to Michael. We can only pray he never has to see those again, but more importantly, we don't want to see him again.
Flashback.
Guys, it is chaos at the Tell-All. Angela's freaking out. She's showing her hooters to the camera. It's a complete Jerry Springer moment. It's so unnecessary. Now that I think about it, Angela is like the white version of Rasputia from the movie Norbit.
You got a girlfriend, Nesbit? Norbit. No. What you do now?
As part 2 of the 90-Day Fiancé Tell-All begins, Angela turns to face everyone and says, "I'm tired of Aunt Lydia. She won't stay out of my business."
Mind your business.
Funny that Angela acted like this because she can't stand Aunt Lydia speaking facts. Angela's big mad that Michael's aunt reminded Angela that she promised to give Michael a child even if it had to go through a surrogate. But instead of swallowing the fact that Angela broke her promise, she decided to throw a tantrum, cuss out everyone, talk over everyone, flash her gross tits, and leave. But hey, I guess the only thing Angela's good at swallowing is her doctor's nice cock. In our last video, we covered the fact that Angela's doctor was exposed by his ex-wife on Instagram as a serial cheater. At Dr. Michael O'Bain had the pleasure of speaking to your mistress tonight for over an hour. As your wife, I can say it was very hurtful to hear about all the threesomes and sex parties you all attended and that you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on her during the course of the last year. And now that I finally filed for divorce and you've done your best to completely eliminate me from your life and convince your colleagues and friends that you left me, I've been a wonderful mother to our 8 children. I've supported you through everything, and instead you chose to sleep with patients, spend all your money on women, and ignore your family, your wife, and your vows. Before we continue reviewing this dog water couple, I'd like to tell you about today's video sponsor, Urbanista. You guys have been using the London earbuds from Urbanista for the past couple weeks, and I absolutely love them. The noise cancellation is stellar, and the price point is really hard to beat. The London earbuds retail for $119. Urbanista does 90-day returns, and they have a 1-year warranty on the product. I have the White Pro London earbuds, but I might also get an additional pair of the Midnight Black earbuds for style points. When I walked in the gym wearing these, I feel really confident because they're stylish. Also, I know I'm getting 5 hours of playtime, and comfort because the silicone tips on the earbuds are customizable, so I can just focus on getting a good pump. Another feature I really like is the wireless recharging because it makes me feel like Iron Man. I can just leave them on the counter and they're always charged. Urbanista London earbuds cost around 50% less than Apple AirPod Pros. Their sleek design, amazing audio, great price point, and thousands of 5-star reviews make it a top option over other audio brands in the market. If you guys are interested, go to urbanista.com/yourwetsock to get 20% off your purchase plus free shipping. Or just click the link in the bio of this video. Big thanks again to Urbanista for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go back to reviewing the cringe couples on the show. Please do tell your new practice manager that threatened to call the police on me today when I came to your office to pick up our child that she has no idea what you put me through. Anyone that asks about me, please tell them that you offered to move me back to home in Oklahoma and give me $4,000 a month for all our children and told me I'm a gold digger and you wish you never met me even though you regularly sleep with prostitutes, patients, and my friends. 7 known affairs later, I finally get it through my head. Being married is something you're just not that into. As Mark Weens would say, oh wow. And here's the kicker, my wet, dirty, moldy socks. Jovi later in the tell-all reveals that the doctor is in New York, the exact same place that they're filming the tell-all. So with this new information, where do you guys think Angela's gonna go after the tell-all? Do you think she's gonna go sleep with the doctor? Probably.
Not unfair speculation.
Maybe we should let her calm down for just a second.
Well, Brandon, how was your first time at the strip club?
It's different than I expected.
Oh shit, Brandon went to the strip club. Let's go. I'm actually really excited to see this kid spread his wings and begin to fly. He has really awkward energy. He reminds me of Michael Cera from the movie Superbad.
Did you hear about Jesse's grad party next weekend? Should be fun.
I heard. It's a maybe. For me.
I just hope Jovi went with Brandon to the strip club because that dude's a regular. Yo, dab me up, Jovi. Oh, Yara's still mad about the situation? This is awkward. All right.
I feel Angela disrespected me in front of everybody, you know, because she won't listen to me. She won't even let me talk.
This is Angela's typical strategy, and it's working because the host and the fellow cast members are too pussy to call her out on her bullshit. But guess what, Angela?
I'm your huckleberry.
When Angela brought out her daughter with an inbred brain to bash Michael, Michael handled it like a gentleman. Yet when the Dogwater host brought out Aunt Lydia, Angela handled that terribly, like the man bear pig, so there's a huge double standard.
So disrespectful. So disrespectful. I'm sorry for coming right, but I'm tired of her. What did Psychic Tracy say?
What did Psychic Tracy say? I don't know, Angela. What does the Magic Conch say about the situation? You know what, guys? Let's ask the Magic Conch. Angela's Dogwater, my guys.
The shell has spoken!
Psychic Tracy. Oh, you mean the dumb bitch from London that looked dumb as shit with the jingle bells on her head with her half-assed Esmeralda from the Hunchback of Notre Dame looking ass kid?
Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Michael, calm down. Now this is your biggest problem.
That turd muffin's only liked by Angela because she's an enabler and she agrees with everything Angela says because she's basic. You see, Angela only likes people that take her side in the arguments that she has with her partner. I don't know if this woman has dirt on the host and everyone else on the tell-all, but for some reason, she's gone unchecked the entire time.
I think Mama just had it with her. Michael didn't make it any better. Whenever, you know, he tries to tell Mama to hush, all she hears is Michael running to the defense for Lydia. And at the end of the day, it's not her business. She can't put pressure there because it's not her relationship.
Angela's Dogwater daughter, not the one that was a child molester, this one that's speaking right now, how about grow up and do the right thing for once in your life? I don't care if someone's family, if you see your mother treating someone badly like Michael, why don't you stand up for Michael because it's the right thing to do? In no world, in no relationship, is it okay for someone to talk the way that Angela has talked to Michael? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I think that Aunt Lydia was actually really respectful and listened to Angela and wanted to make valid points, but Angela wouldn't let her speak because Angela likes to talk over everybody. Also, Aunt Lydia isn't the only one that wants a child for Michael. Michael himself wants a child, and it's one of those things where Angela keeps giving him false hope and saying that she's gonna give him a child and then goes back on her word because she really doesn't want to. It would be better if you didn't promise the family that you would give him a child. If you knew for a fact you didn't want to give him a child, why not be honest about the fact? Don't get mad because you got caught lying about it.
Liar, liar, plants for hire.
But instead of owning up to the fact that she did that, Angela gets triggered, throws a huge fit, and leaves. Next thing you know, the Dogwater host that should be replaced by Yourwetsock asked the fellow cast members for their take on what just happened with Angela's meltdown.
She's just too much. She's all over the place. I understand she's in pain, but she's just too much. She's extra.
Yes. I don't know why she's yelling and screaming at me now. She's a clown.
Yo, pop off Aunt Lydia, she is a clown. And Yara, I'm happy that the realest person on the cast said something. I agree with Yara, it was super excessive. I would like to see Yara go more into Angela, but she just kept it there because she's a classy lady.
I mean, I think it's just Angela. She has a big personality and she's very passionate about a lot of things, so I think she just got pissed off. No one wants to hear another woman telling them what to do with their body or what they should do in their marriage, so.
Retardation. Wow, Kalani, lost a lot of respect for you, shitter. Way to go. Angela's passionate? No, she's not passionate. She's toxic and she puts her man down. She treats him like absolute garbage. What I expect from a fellow American on the American show that discriminates against all the foreigners. Well done.
I think actually what happens over here, Mike actually likes to play with her feelings a little bit.
You think Michael likes to play with Angela's feelings?
Yeah, he likes to make her, like attention and all of that stuff.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Oh, Michael's the problem. I'm rolling up my sleeves, you guys. Andre, you are a buffoon. You're the dumbest person I've ever seen in my entire life. You have single-handedly destroyed your wife's family dynamic because you're a moochie loser, and instead of growing a sack at the age of 33 and being financially independent and being your own man, you instead want to kiss up to her dad, Chuck, and do anything you can to get money.
Also, Michael isn't standing up for her, and it probably makes Angela feel like she's alone in that.
Hey, Elizabeth, how about you be loyal to your family and don't let your moochy husband take all your family's money and bankrupt your dad Chuck's company?
I was just trying to tell her is that make your opinion known. Stop cutting off people. I mean, you said something. Let her say whatever she has to say, then you can jump in.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Michael's the only person in this room making sense, with the exception of Yara. Yara did say something negative about Angela, but I wish she would bring the same energy when Angela was still in the room. Snaps for Michael for saying what we're all thinking. That's 100% true.
But you could tell Aunt Lydia, like, look, we're not going to have kids, and that's final. You know, and maybe she'll stop talking about it because clearly that's sensitive for Angela.
Clearly that's sensitive for Angela. You just shouldn't talk about having children.
Oh, great input from Daddy's girl that financially had to be supported by her daddy her entire life and has never actually worked hard and been financially independent her entire life. In addition to not having a top lip, it turns out Elizabeth doesn't have a brain. Because if she had a brain, she would know that Michael wants children. Why would he tell Angela that he doesn't want to have children because it makes her feel uncomfortable if he wanted to have children? Now what Elizabeth should have said is, Michael, if you wanted to have children, you should have considered that before you picked a partner that was significantly older than you. Then I would have agreed. But for him to just compromise with Angela yet again when he's compromised with everything she wants to do, their entire relationship, and she hasn't compromised with anything he wants to do, that's not fair to this guy. Next thing you know, Angela's smoking outside and she's gonna say it's because Michael stressed her out, but realistically it's because she's addicted to smoking.
I can't believe all this. I know I caused some of it because my mouth, but Michael should know his wife's mouth. He don't care. He's only happy about the big. Now that I can breathe better, like I want my Michael that cared about my feelings, and that's why I fell in love with him.
Okay, bet. Keep playing the victim, Angela. At what point, guys, has Michael ever given the inclination that he only cares about Angela's boobs and not her? And at what point? They got better girls with racks in Nigeria and anywhere else in the world, even in America. No guy is gonna subject himself to this level of abuse for your boobs, Angela. Your fucking tits are gay, dude! And so, you know, for once in her life, Angela admits that she went too far. She says, I went too far, everyone's seen my tits now. And then she proceeds to walk back in the room for round 2 of yelling at Michael and his aunt.
No, I don't feel good now. I feel hot, you know. No, I feel bad. I apologize, Lydia, for doing that, but you go too far, man.
You go too far, man. She sounds like she's on crack right now. I'm not saying she does crack. I'm not saying she doesn't do crack, but I think Aunt Lydia is so nosy because she genuinely cares for Michael and you treat him bad, and it's televised for the entire world. So I think Aunt Lydia giving a shit about Michael is natural because they're family, and it's justified because we've all seen the way you treat him. Also, Angela, or Honey Boo Boo Senior as I like to call you, it's very funny that you say Aunt Lydia went too far. Did she show her tits to the whole world? No. Did you?
What? You went too far.
So I apologize for being vulgar, for how I acted, but not what I said.
Clap it up for Angela, you guys. First time she's apologized in her life, and it's a dog water apology. By the way, bros, check out my Yourwetsock merch, link in bio. Some of the items slap. Also order a Cameo from me because I make the best of the best cameos. Oswello said so.
I meant that. Stay out my business. No woman, including aunts, uncles, moms, is going to tell my husband what to do.
Typical cheater behavior. Let's isolate the prey, partner, and let's keep him there where he doesn't have interaction with anybody that actually loves him, except for me.
I'm not overstepping my bounds at all. Michael is like a brother to me, and I love him. I have to see that I guide him through. And as a Nigerian man, he's supposed to get married and have kids.
Okay, so for this point from Aunt Lydia, I actually disagree with her. It's not the family's job to dictate if the son should have a child or not. Now, the thing is, Michael does want to have a child. Michael and his family both want to have children, which is why I agree. I wouldn't agree if Michael didn't want to have a child and his family was pressuring him into having a child. That is not the case. Angela agreed to them and gave a verbal commitment that she would give Michael a child. She shouldn't have done that if she didn't want to give him a child.
Want to have a baby with Michael.
Over it. He wants a baby. Go do what your Aunt Lydia says. Go marry somebody and have some children. Knock yourself out, but don't call me when you realize the grass ain't green on the other side.
Hey, is she always like that?
Hey Angela, I hate to be the grammar police, but I'm pretty sure it's the grass isn't greener on the other side. Honestly, I feel really bad for Michael. It would have been nice to know that you never intended on giving him a child about a couple years ago.
Does he tell you that he snuck off when I was recovering? God knows where the hell he went. He wasn't in church because there was booty popping music on and thinks I'm a dumbass and believe it. Okay. You tell her that?
Shut up, old lady.
Angela's doing the most to gaslight Michael right now, and she really thinks she's doing something. As if playing loud music is definitive proof that he's cheating on you. I was just blasting the new Trippie Redd album, and it's so fire, by the way. Angela's been exposed many times on the tell-all. One of the things exposed is that she cheated on him with the doctor, but she thinks that Michael blasting Afro beats is definitive proof that he's cheating. Next thing you know, Angela takes it one step further and actually wants to sever the relationship between Michael and his aunt, and she says that Michael said shit behind Aunt Lydia's back.
Did he also tell you, Aunt Lydia, when you first friend requested me on Facebook, come out of your nephew's mouth, that don't get too closer? I said, why I like Aunt Lydia. Friend her, but don't get too closer. Did you not say that?
No.
You're a lying son.
Relax. Angela, pop off, keep calling this dude a liar. We know that you're the liar at the end of the day, but keep speaking over people when you're in a debate or in an argument with them. It's really gonna come across for all the viewers that you're winning the argument.
I'm not.
Next thing you know, Angela says that she's done. She's breaking up with Michael and she's gonna go and sleep with the doctor. She doesn't say that, but she implies that by saying,
look how good I look in my outfit.
You look like the Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog. In my last video, I said that it was from Mega Man. It's not from Mega Man, it's from Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm Dogwater. I don't know my references. I'm an idiot. Comment your worst diss for Angela in the comments below. Someone has to stand up for Michael since no one on the tell-all did.
You know what? I want you to have it. Listen, I don't want a divorce. I'll just do what I want to do. I am married in Nigeria, and it ain't legit here. You have a good life. You go to hell, you son of a bitch.
Right.
All right, we're done.
For what?
Go to hell, you son of a bitch. You actually wished your husband to go to hell. Wow, what a model Christian you are, Angela. That's straight up like wishing death on someone, except for worse because hell is eternal torment, so it's even worse than death, and she wished that on her husband, who has done nothing but be a supportive partner their entire relationship. Once again, the entire cast doesn't stick up for Michael. Angela goes on to say a bunch of things like she's better than Michael, she's out of his league, and then when she leaves the tell-all, the building actually, she flirts with her Uber driver.
No, just wanted to stop.
Hello, are you married?
Like a desperate old lady, Angela will flirt with literally anyone. Michael, for the love of God, respect yourself. Be a proud, independent man. Once you're an independent man, good things are gonna come your way. You shouldn't be reliant on a woman that treats you like absolute trash. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Comment below, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.